A stunning new report claims President Trump knew about the whistleblower complaint before he released military aid to the Ukraine and before telling Ambassador Gordon Sondland there was no quid pro quo involved. Meanwhile, the president slamming the Democrats' probe to thousands of supporters in Florida last night.
And they're pushing that impeachment witch hunt, and a lot of bad things are happening to them. Because you see what's happening in the polls? Everybody said, that's really
Kevin Corke live in West Palm Beach, Florida with more. Kevin.
John, that Times report suggests that the president knew about the whistleblower complaint before releasing aid to Ukraine. Now, do keep this in mind. By letter of law, they didn't have to release the money until September 30th, which obviously did happen. But let me tell you more about that Times report. It also cites two unnamed sources. These two sources apparently familiar with the process. They claim the president was aware of the whistleblower complaint before giving aid to Ukraine, and they go on to report that could speak to the president's mindset before sending the aid on to Ukraine. The paper also reports that Mark Sandy, a career staffer in the White House's Office of Management and Budget, told impeachment investigators that two staffers left the agency after expressing frustration about the unexplained, quote, hold on Ukrainian aid. But Republicans say Sandy's key testimony was left out by the Times. Here's a tweet from Lee Zeldin. He says Mark Sandy is a dedicated career public servant who came to Schiff's Capitol basement bunker to answer under oath why there was a hold on U.S. aid to Ukraine. He said the definitive answer from OMB was entirely about the president's desire for other countries to contribute more. Thus, no quid pro quo. Meanwhile, over on Capitol Hill, the Judiciary Committee is giving the White House until Sunday, 6 p.m. to answer its questions about the administration's possible participation in the upcoming hearings over on the Hill, about which White House Press Secretary Stephanie Grisham wrote this: White House currently reviewing Chairman Nadler's letter, but what is obvious to every American is that this letter comes at the end of an illegitimate sham partisan process. The president has done nothing wrong, and the Democrats know it. Last night here in South Florida, the president, John, echoed that sentiment at a massive rally over in Sunrise.
When I have a perfect phone call with all of the horrible things that they've done, with the president of Ukraine, they tried to claim that it's an impeachable offense. Nancy's on track to go down as the single worst, at least productive, Speaker of the House in the history of our country.
So far, a relatively quiet day, a visit to his golf club. Not sure if he'll get in a round or not, but if he steps in front of a camera, I'll have it for you. But for now, John, back to you.
We know you will. Kevin Corke traveling with the president. Thanks, Kevin.